NFL playoff preview of 49ers versus Seahawks. With the divisional round matchups now set, we look like we have a wide-open tournament that is truly any teams to win. Let's take a dive into this weekend's game between the 49ers and Seahawks. As I've said before, I just love a division rivalry matchup in the playoffs. These two teams know each other very well, as they began and ended the regular season with head-to-head matchups, which featured each team winning in the other team's home stadium. The most recent of these matchups was the final game of the regular season, just 2 weeks ago, when they locked horns with the overall number 1 seed in the NFC on the line. The Seahawks won a defensive battle, and thus were able to watch last week's games from their couches, while the 49ers went to Philly, where they won the game but lost George Kittle. The loss of Kittle surely has a bit to do with this point spread that sits as the largest of the weekend, but the biggest discrepancy between these teams lies in the running game. The 49ers have not been able to run the ball effectively against good run defenses. Sure, McCaffrey was able to run wild against teams like Chicago and Indianapolis down the stretch, but when the run game was needed over their last 2 games, he has only averaged about 3 yards per carry. Even before that, they struggled to run the ball effectively against teams like Tennessee and Cleveland. I thought the return of Trent Williams would have helped in last week's playoff matchup with the Eagles, but CMC was only able to muster 48 yards on 15 totes in that contest. Seattle has a top 3 defense across the board, and Mike Macdonald's squad not only stifled CMC on the ground in Week 18, but also was able to limit his contributions in the pass game by holding him to just 34 yards on 6 catches.